Well, we've got ourselves another book-based film. Now, I have shown respect for some of these, where if I've read these books or not. Now, I recently checked one out, and that was Where the Crawdads Sing, which has been in theaters since last month. But is this new book-based film any good, or should this just be one film that should have been left in the swamp, even though it takes about someone who lives in the marsh area, though? Find out right now in this spoiler-free review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review, well, a spoiler-free review of the recent hit mystery thriller film Where the Crawdads Sing, which is still currently in theaters. Released by Columbia for 3000 Pictures, which is a new label on Sony. Directed by Olivia Newman from a screenplay by Lucy Alabar, and was produced by Reese Witherspoon and Lauren Neustadter. The film is based on the 2018 novel of the same name by Delia Owens, starring Daisy Edgar-Jones, along with Taylor John Smith, Harris Dickinson, Michael Hyatt, Sterling Macer Jr., and David Strathairn. The story is set in the 1950s and revolves around an abandoned girl who grows up in a North Carolina marsh and becomes the prime suspect in a murder trial. Well, our main character is Catherine Clark. Well, although she calls herself Kaya, a resourceful young girl growing up in a North Carolina marsh on the coast during the 1950s. Well, and her poor family live in a shack with their alcoholic and abusive father who gambles their money away. One by one, Kaya's mother and older siblings flee, and Kaya's left alone with her dad. Soon he softens, but then without warning, he abandons her a few weeks after the only day she ever spends at school. So she has to find a way to hang in there, and the only way to do that was to dig and sell mussels at a small country store. And soon, the townspeople of the town of Barkley Cove know little about Kaya, nicknaming her the Marsh Girl. But soon, she is sent to jail for a murder she didn't know she was, well, involved with. After they believe she pushed someone off a fire tower. And well, now she's got to have some, and she's got someone who's got to defend her. So that's all I'm going to tell you on the story and what have you. But anyway, while the film has received mixed reviews by critics, which I don't really care, they just found the film's tone incoherent. Well, I don't find it to be factually incoherent. Some of the film kind of shocked me a little bit. I did my best to try to stay calm and what have you. But however, they did praise the performance of Daisy Edgar-Jones as Kaya. Yes, I really loved the performance by this. Now, if you must know about the title, crawdads or crayfish cannot sing. But when Kaya's mother often encouraged her to explore the marsh, she would say, "Go as far as you can, way out yonder where the crawdads sing." Now, when a fella that Kaya befriends named Tate used it, she asked him the meaning, and he replied, "Just means far in the bush where critters are wild, still behaving like critters." Now, Delia Owens was inspired to use the phrase because her own mother had used it when she was a child. Yeah. Taylor John Smith played Tate. He did really good. And Harris Dickinson plays Chase Andrews, another person who gets involved with Kaya. Now, the couple that manages to protect Kaya and what have you are the Madisons, Mabel, played by Michael Hyatt, and James Jumpin Madison, played by Sterling Macer Jr. And David Strathairn plays Tom Milton, guy who helps Kaya out in the court. But anyway, that's all I'm going to tell you about this. Now, I think the film was pretty good. What the character of Kaya did later on was simply amazing, doing all artwork of all the shells and what have you she's found. They were so amazing. They were just beautiful. Yes, I have to give Miss Edgar-Jones a big thumbs up. She was so amazing in this. Mike Aldana's score wasn't too bad either, but the big surprise was hearing Taylor Swift's song Carolina, which you hear in the end credits, which I think that was incredible. Yeah, and I've got to say, really good. According to Taylor Swift, she stated that she got absolutely lost in the book when she read it years ago and wanted to create something haunting and ethereal. That's when she wrote and performed Carolina. And what can I say? It is very, very good. Very good contribution to this movie. So anyway, the story isn't that bad. The cast isn't too bad either. Like I said, Daisy Edgar-Jones was absolutely superb. The music wasn't too bad, the score, and of course Taylor Swift's song Carolina was very, very good. So overall, I'd say I'm going to recommend this film. You gotta check out while you still can. Alright? Anyway, where the Crawdads Sing is definitely not too bad of a flick. But if you don't have to take my word for it, if you're not interested, if you think well, I don't want to bring stuff up or anything like that. So anyway, for my score for this, I'm going to give Where the Crawdads Sing 5 stars, which of course means on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10. Yep, sorry critics, but that you just had the word of the big D. Alright, so what are your thoughts on Where the Crawdads Sing? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned, my Men in Black 2 review will be coming up later on tonight. So thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out my reviews for these other book-based films and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my review for the film The Hunger Games, which recently had its anniversary earlier this year, and Taylor Swift was also involved in the soundtrack of that. In the upper right hand corner is my review of the first installment of the Twilight Saga in the form of Twilight. Or if you would like something much more different, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my review for the first installment of a real magical set of flicks with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.